testing Rock Island Arms VR80 12-gauge shotgun. It has a RT3 Burris optic on it. Main goal is to find a good buckshot load for a buddy of mine for coyote hunting. I tested, all the tests were with #1 buck, .29 cal, ranging from a 2 3/4 inch shell up to a 3-inch shell. Found some pretty decent loads, and then some loads that were definitely not anything that I would use. So we're gonna do some testing on some buckshot loads. We're gonna test a factory load. It is only a 2 3/4, but we're gonna test a factory load, and then we're gonna do some hand loads that I've made up. The first load is gonna be out of the Federal Classic shot shells. It's going to be 12-gauge 2 3/4 buckshot. They're calling it a tactical load, a 9-pellet load. I'm at 40 yards. We're using a 6.57 extra full turkey choke. I'll be able to use the magazine in this, so we'll just load them in by hand. That factory load is running at 1,114 feet per second, 1114 feet per second. This is the factory load. Just as far as for pattern height, "13 inches high, so 13 by 17, 13 by 17. I'm going to do one with the exact same load, but I'm going to change out the choke. Weapon's clear. I'm going to put in a Carlson's .695, .695. This is a full choke. This is going to be a test of the Federal 2 3/4 9 buck running out of a full choke. (1,075 feet per second), 1075. So I use the same target. I just don't feel like changing it out a lot. So should be 9 pellets on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with that one, they're all on there. The next load is going to be a 3-inch. It's in a straight wall hull. It's a heavy shot hull. I have a LBC 50, 24.5 of long shot, and 18 pellet of #1 buck. That was running at 11 1,191 feet per second, 1191. This one should have 18 pellets. Pretty nice pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 out of 18 at 40 yards. My next load is going to be in the exact same hull. It's a heavy hammer, heavy shot hull. It looks like a Chidite to me, straight wall hull. It has 26 of long shot, 18 pellets of number 1 in a LBC 50. Again, we're at 40 yards. That one's running at 1158, 1,158 feet per second. There should be 18 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 of 18 are in that one. We do have one flyer, but if I take that flyer out, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 by 12. And to me, that looks like a really good pattern for coyote. Again, that's at 40 yards. The next load I'm going to test is in a Winchester hull, 26 of a long shot. I have a TPS wad with 18 pellets. TPS wad with 18 pellets. (1,157 feet per second), 1157. This is TPS and should be 18 pellets. This load here is in a federal hull. There's 34 grains of steel powder. Using a TPS wad, 18 number 1 buck. (1,285 feet per second, 1285 feet per second. So it's not too bad. We'll mark them here. We're looking for 18 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's definitely a wide pattern. It's a little high, but again, I think it could be adjusted down just a touch to bring these down. I'm guessing there's probably one up here. Could have been it. A couple here I didn't notice earlier. We'll mark those so we know which ones are flying high. But it's an average pattern. Nothing spectacular. So I switched the chokes out. I do have the turkey choke in, the 6.657. I'm going to try that one here. I do have one last 3-inch load to test. See if I can squeeze that pattern down a little bit tighter. It's 34 grains of steel powder in a Remington hull, an MG42 with 18 #1 buck. (1,279 feet per second, 1279). Looking for 18 pellets. Pretty wide here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of the 18. I can't say as how a different choke makes a better pattern or not. I think it is possible the turkey choke may be too restricted and is causing them to kind of bounce off themselves. So I'm going to go back to the full choke instead of the turkey choke. I have 2 more buckshots loaded up. Both are in 2 3/4. The first one we're going to test is in a Federal Hull, 25 of long shot, 14 pellet #1 buck in an MG42. (1082, 1082). So again, I've not zeroed this optic. Definitely looks like a tighter pattern. Should be 14 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So with that load there, we got all of them on paper. The speeds were a little bit slower though, but definitely a decent pattern here. This load is in a Federal Hull, 2 3/4, 24.5 of long shot, 14 #1 buck, and an MG42 wad. (1,042, 1042 feet per second). This pattern's high again. The scope has not been, or the optic has not been zeroed. Looking for 14 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Again, all 14 on the paper. Main group is right here. Height wise, 15,